guys, what I wanted to make a video about today was some simple things that you can use to make weights at home without spending a ton of money and buying things that you're not going to use when the gyms reopen, okay? A lot of this stuff we have laying around, you can go to Lowe's. Most of this stuff is very cheap. This bucket with a lid, if you go buy a brand new bucket with a lid, $5 to $7. This is just a paint bucket I had laying around. You do want a bucket with a lid, so whatever you put in it to add weight doesn't come flying out. A gallon of water weighs 8.34 pounds. You put a couple gallons of water in this and you quickly have something that's heavy, okay? A bag of playground sand, a 50-pound bag of playground sand is $3 to $5, depending on where you're at, what kind of sand that you get. Keep in mind, if you go buy dumbbells, you're looking at anywhere from $2 to $4 a pound for dumbbells. Plate weight, you're looking, again, you can spend a lot of money on plate weight, anywhere from $2, $5, $6, $7 a pound. So this bag of playground sand is much cheaper. All you have to do is wrap this thing with a roll of duct tape, all directions, and you quickly have a heavy weight that's not gonna fall apart on you, okay? Third thing is a sandbag. Now, why would I have a sandbag over this? One, I can put more sand in this that's in this bag, okay? These bags here go anywhere from, I mean, you could put 10 pounds of sand in this. This bag will actually go up to 200, I think right at 200, 220 pounds of sand will fit in this bag here. And I have 3 of them. I just made this one in 50-pound increments. So my little bag is 50, my middle bag is about 100, and then the big bag's got about 150 pounds of sand in it, okay? So the other thing is it has handles, so you can do a lot more with this bag than you could just a single bag of sand wrapped up. So that's why I would buy the sandbag. The other thing is you can pour this sand out when you're done, fold it up, put it in a storage closet somewhere. The sand you could dump in your kid's sandbox. And the bucket, you know, you can water your plants with it. You can move things around your house in a bucket. So all these things have multiple purposes, not just for working out. So when the coronavirus is over, the pandemic, whatever we have, the bad weather, whatever's keeping you from going to a gym, once it's over, it has another use other than just sitting in a closet or hanging your clothes on it or just taking up storage space. So what I'm gonna do now is do some different exercises with all these different implements just to show you what you can do with stuff that you have at your house. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. So I'm gonna start with the bucket. I'm gonna start from the top and work my way down with different exercise variations, okay? So let's start with the shoulders. You can do an upright row with the bucket for the shoulders. You could also do a front raise. Obviously on the smaller muscle groups, you're gonna need less weight, okay? If you had a very small amount of weight in this, you could do a lateral raise as well, okay? So if you had something other than water in this, you could take weight out as you go, okay? If you have a bucket that has a handle on it like this, has a rotating handle, very easy to do bicep curls, okay? Triceps are gonna be a little tricky. If it was me, I would just use the bucket to do sort of a tricep push-up, tucked in, kind of tight, okay? Next thing, you may need to stand up on something to get some more height, but you could turn this into a row, single arm row, offset, just like that, okay? Again, if you were standing on something a little taller to get some height, you could turn this into a deadlift, okay? You could keep the knees, let's see, let's turn this up. Keep the knees bent just a little for the hamstrings. Straight leg deadlift. Again, elevate yourself to get more range of motion, okay? Elevate both feet. You could do a sumo squat or a sumo deadlift if you had something for this bucket to go down into further to get some more depth like that. You can do a kettlebell swing with this, okay? Obviously you need to add a little more weight in there. Be wary of the handle. Make sure you're not gonna put so much weight on this, you're just gonna throw it through a window or a wall or into your spouse, okay? Be smart, test everything, proceed with caution. Don't go max effort, really heavy on something at first. Test your home implements out. You don't wanna wind up on one of these gym fail Instagrams, okay? So you can do a lot of different things with a bucket. Okay, this implement, playground sand, okay? This is a 50-pound bag, okay? I use these to fill up the other bags, so I don't have this one wrapped in duct tape, but if I was going to use this for a lot of workouts, I would wrap this entire bag with duct tape just to make it more, you don't want any sand leaking out, you don't want to tear, things like that. So I would just go all directions to lock that in place, okay? So with this, you're sort of set to one weight, so you're going to most likely be doing more compound movements than this, not a lot of isolation because it is one set weight, okay? So, I mean, just a very simple first movement is just a ground to air, okay? Pick the bag up from the ground, bring it to your chest, press overhead, okay? Great compound movement, using a lot of different muscles. You can elevate your heart rate that way as well. Holding the bag overhead, doing an overhead carry. Great for the core, great for the cardio as well, okay? Now, if you hold it in the front rack position, you can do that carry as well. It'll do different things, okay? All right, now, in that front position, we can squat. We can do in-place lunges, or you can do walking lunges, okay? You can hold it in this front position, okay? Work the lower back, sort of like a good morning. Okay? A lot of different things we can do with the sandbag, okay? Now, because the sandbag like this doesn't have handles, you're gonna be slightly limited. The next thing with the sandbag, because it doesn't have handles, it's a little tricky doing some things. So to get around that, we just offset things, okay? So if you put the weight to one side, you're gonna cause the core to have to activate more to stabilize the body, okay? So we can offset it, we can do squats, do the same thing with lunges. You can do the same thing with like a farmer's carry for distance, okay? So just by offsetting it, you'll make things a little more difficult, okay? 1 minute, okay? And that is the sandbag, okay? The great thing about these is you can adjust the sand. One bag with this particular brand here, it goes anywhere from, say, 10 pounds of sand all the way up to, I believe it's 220, 240 pounds of sand will fit in this bag here. It's 50 bucks on Amazon. I don't know if there's any still left out there. A lot of the home gym stuff's going quick, but this is a great tool because it's very versatile. And then when you're done, if you wanted to, you could dump all the sand out and then fold this up, put it away easily. You can take these to the beach, just fill it with sand when you get to the beach. So great thing to have in your arsenal. The benefit is the handle, okay? So with the handle, okay, makes it really easy to do a clean, okay? So one more time. I can take this weight, clean it to the front. Now I can squat. I can do lunges. Lots of different things that you can do with the handle, okay? You can also turn this into a kettlebell swing, okay? This is a 90-pound sandbag, all right? If you bought a 90-pound kettlebell, you're going to spend anywhere from $100 to $200 on that kettlebell, okay? This has about $8 worth of sand in it. The bag holds about 50 bucks, okay? So you're gonna save a lot of money in that aspect, okay? The sandbag you can get on the floor, okay? A lot of people like to drag these things, okay? You can get into different types of planks and drag the sandbag. You can bear crawl, okay? Just like the regular sandbag with no handles, we can offset this. We can do a farmer's carry. We can do an overhead carry. You can do your squats with an offset weight. The bag is gonna allow you to carry more sand than just one bag of sand because you can put more in the bag, okay? So, other things we can do. We can hold it. We can do sumo deadlifts, sumo squats. You can, with very tight knees, come down, do a straight leg deadlift. Anything you could do with a bar, you can do with a sandbag, okay? So the other thing that I like, because the handles are in this neutral position, it's very joint friendly on the wrists, elbows, shoulders, things like that. A lot of people can't clean a bar due to mobility issues, so you can get a person doing cleans really quick with something like this, okay? So that is the adjustable sandbag.